This is my current starter house. It's a nice little wooden box that gives me a place to rest and work on stuff while protecting me from getting attacked by mobs. And while it does serve the purpose of being a shelter, it could use a facelift. So in this video, I'm going to transform it from the typical looking starting shelter into something that looks and feels more like an actual home. So the first thing we need to do is we need to build a couple of farms. And the first farm we're going to make is a cobblestone generator. So I'm going to make one very simply. Hello, Jelly. And first thing I'm going to need is a stair. Actually, don't I have a... No, I do not. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're just going to go ahead and make a quick cobblestone generator. Let's find a good spot to put this. So first thing we'll do is we'll come here. Let's see, it should be built like this. And then take this out. Break that. And then where's my bucket? I'm going to take my bucket. We're going to run over here to where my lava is. And I'm just going to plonk that. Lava goes there, and then place it right here, and there we go. And now we have our cobblestone. And I believe I want to go this way. Oh. There. Alright, perfect. And now, just to make a little protection for myself, because if it can happen, it will happen, so we'll cover that up for now. We can always pick this up and move it wherever, but for now, this will do the trick. I just need to get enough cobblestone for this. Even though I have cobblestone in my inventory, it's good to grab extra. So now that we have this, the next thing we need to do is we actually need to go ahead and make a, what is it called? A tree farm. That's what I was thinking it was. And so we need to find a good place for it. Do you have anything of value? Come here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing that I couldn't get myself. Alright, let's block these parts off. I said it would block these parts. Okay, so now that I marked out a hole with this cobblestone where I want the tree farm to be, I'm just going to go ahead. Now, it's not a very big spot, I know that, but it's fine. It's not all that bad. I don't need a super big spot for a tree farm. And, yeah. So anyways, I did start digging out a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the digging out of this into a montage, because I don't think you want to sit through me digging all this. And I will see you guys when I have this more properly dug out. And I did bring some ladders, so this is probably about so I'm probably going to go down about 5 more blocks of ladders, or 5 more ladders, 5 more layers of this, and yeah. So I will be right back in a moment. Okay, and now we go down here. Now just make it all go down into one spot, like this. Okay, that works. Now I need to grab some wood, because we need to make some signs next. And I need one more bucket of water. Let's start off here. There. And then we're just going to break that down. There we go. And then we'll let that grow. Okay, so now we get to go down here and Get to place these signs. Alright, now we have that. Next thing I get to do is I need another pickaxe, because this is going to break. Because we're going to need to dig out a hole. I keep forgetting things. Now we're going to go ahead and take this and bring it to here. And then I believe we could just do one, and it should reach the hole. Yep, there we go. Perfect. So now all I got to do is dig this out. And that should be good. Alright, so now we have this entire thing set up. This water is really loud. Okay, so now we have all that. That's looking pretty good. Now we have a way to get all the wood. Now I do need a hopper, and that's going to be a little bit of a tricky thing to get because I don't have any iron right now. Okay, so now that we have the iron smelted, and I did manage to find an extra ingot, but we're going to leave that there for the how Minecraft's evenly cooked stuff works. Instead, we are going to go ahead and where are my sticks? Let's make some sticks. Perfect. And the first thing I'm going to make is I'm actually going to make a iron pickaxe. And we'll get that achievement. And the reason I want that is actually because, well, actually, before we move on, let's go ahead and make the armor. And that is, now I got the iron pickaxe because I did manage to find some iron ingot, or I did manage to find some redstone, and I need to dig it up. And we're gonna make some of this. Okay, so now we should be ironed up. Okay. So now we have that. We actually need to go down because I did manage to find a few things of redstone, and that's going to be extremely important for this build. Ow. Need to go down farther. If I come down here, you see the redstone. I've already built a walkway to it. So we're just gonna... And another thing I did find while I was looking at this, it might be hard to see from down there, but right where that skeleton is, to the right of him, there is a little bit of diamonds right there. So I'm not going to get those right now because, as you can see, there's tons of bad guys there, and I am not equipped to take those guys on. But I am well equipped to take on the redstone guys instead. And I might not need this much redstone right now, but it'll come in handy. So I'll take it anyways. Okay. Whew, we made it. Why? Go away. It's not time. If I sleep here. Really? Can't sleep anywhere? Fine. I'll go fight these guys. Okay, can I sleep now? No. Cool. Now I got string. Stupid zombie. Ooh. Just gave me an iron ingot. Okay. Go inside, go inside, go inside. Sleep, 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 sleep. Okay, now we have that. Now the next thing we get to make is a hopper. I believe the recipe, if I remember, because I need 2 pistons. Yes, 2 pistons. Perfect. Okay, now we have pistons. And I actually need a 3rd piston, I just remembered. Now 1 piston is going to go towards my generator. That's just going to go here. Not what I had in mind. Can I place you there with... Or no? Okay. Let me get rid of that. Next, where's the button? There we go. Now, it's not a redstone clock, but I think it works just fine. Actually, we can make a redstone clock. There we go. And I should be able to make a... Now, I need to be able to turn this off, so I'm going to make a... There. Perfect. It goes a little fast, but that's alright. Alright, perfect. And that's how we'll get our cobblestone. Okay, now we have the cobblestone and we have a tree farm. I think it's finally time to go ahead and start on the main point of today's video. Oh, actually, we need one more thing. So what we need is, we need more sand. And I have 5 blocks of it, but not a lot. So, yeah, we need to fix that. Just gonna grab a bunch of this, because I'm not sure how much I'll need. And we're actually gonna use these. I always put the sand in last in my build, so that'll be done by the time we get this done. We are gonna go ahead and move on to the main part of this video. And that is the actual building of this house. Alright, now that I have at least some oak to start the process, it is going to take quite a bit of oak logs, so that's going to be a bit of a tricky thing. Now, what we are going to do, before we even start this whole process, we need to move all of this out of here, because that's going to be the first thing. So we're going to move Jelly, because unfortunately you can't be in this process. Don't worry, you'll be in a much better home. Come on. We're going to put you in the storage room. Come on, Jelly. And you can go in there. Put you back on your bed. There you go. Don't worry, Jelly. We'll put it back. It's just temporary. Alright. Now what we're gonna do is take old Picky here and the craft and its thing, and we're gonna tear all of this out. Ooh. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this. This chest is gonna go here, and we will put all the stuff in here, including some of my other stuff here that I've been lugging around all video. Now, I will say that this house is meant to be sort of a reminiscent of... Now, I need to explain the style of this build, because I feel like if I don't, people are not going to understand it. So recently I've been really inspired by old school Minecraft, the people that play the beta version of the game, and yeah, it's a really neat looking gameplay style. And yeah, sometimes I wish I could have been there when Minecraft was in its infancy. But yeah, anyways, I need torches. It is dark in here. But I want to take these builds, and I sort of want to emulate that, because you see this area is kind of like the starting area of this world. This is the spawn point. So I wanted to kind of reflect I want the outside of this house to sort of reflect a style of... So I want this to sort of reflect the older style of builds, at least in the modern Minecraft sense, as much as we can get it to be. I believe it needs to go... around here. And let's see, I need another axe. Ow. And more pain. And this. this. You might be able to guess what I'm doing here. No, we're not doing a garage. We're actually going to be doing a... What is it called? I forget the name of it. It's a, Dang it, I know the name of this type of window. I just forget it at the moment. Block, block. Block, block. Block, block, block. Block, block, block. Whoa. Block. Block. Block, block, block. Block, block, block. And block. And now we get that. Now we go ahead and we can do this. And we're going to build it right on across. Actually, we're going to build the A-frame first. We're simply going to do this. Wait a minute. Something's off. What? What? Wait, hold on. Something's off here. That's not good. Oh, wait. No, no, no. We're not off. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. I thought we were off. Okay. Now we have that. Now we could go ahead and build this all the way across. And while we're doing... And before I do that, we're going to go ahead and put that in. And then we do this. Let's match it to the other side. Let's do it again on this side. Do that. Do that. Oh. Nope. Place. Alright. And now it's just a matter of filling all this in with the appropriate stuff. I think we'll actually do this as well. Because otherwise we'll wind up with awkward spaces in our ceiling, and I don't want that. Okay, let's get this in. Oh, actually, no. This is actually what I meant by we need more of the logs. So this whole thing is actually... Okay, so now this whole section here, I would make an entire cobblestone thing, but we're going to do something a little different. We're actually going to use logs, and I need to get a bunch of them. Let's see how many this will cover us for. Just to see. We're getting surprisingly far with this. We are going to need way more, though. Okay. So we got pretty far with that. But I will stand back and I will show you what the build kind of looks like. And that looks pretty good. We do have a little bit more to add, but you kind of see the vision.
Huh?
We do need to tear this out. Now, if you couldn't tell, this is going to be the bathroom. And this will be the bathtub. So you have that. Now, it become apparent why I'm doing this. As well, I do need the piston. I do need one of the pistons. Thank you very much. And I have my water bucket. And I'll need this. I will also need a trapdoor. Just realized. Okay, so there's that. Now we get to do... like that. And then, ooh. Okay, so I see the issue here. Let's tear that out really quick. Knock that out.
Huh?
And then we'll just do
Huh?
right there. It'll be a little off center, but that's okay.
Huh? Uh-huh.
And then we'll do right here.
Uh-huh.
Right there. Place you right there. I believe, where's the...
Uh-huh.
If I remember where the piston goes,
Uh-huh.
it went somewhere there. Oh yeah, I think it went...
Huh?
No. Piston, come on. There we go.
Huh?
There we go. That'll work.
Huh?
Alright, so now we have the piston in place. Now what we get to do is take the composter. This will go here. And that can act as our toilet. So if you need to do your business, you can do your business.
Huh?
I forgot to add lights up there. Ow. Jerk. What are you shooting at me for? You're on my property. Okay, let's fix this little... lighting issue that I totally forgot. No. There. Okay. That problem is solved. Okay, so you can see here is the house in all of its glory. And if you take a look around the outside, you can see it's a really nice looking house. And now to explain the origin of this house, or not the origin, but the reason I built this house this way, because it does look a little primitive in Minecraft standards, at least by today's standards. It's not really like built to the modern standards where you have all sorts of slabs and stairs and stuff. This is sort of the Minecraft iteration of, or interpretation, if that's the right word for it. This is sort of, so if you know like those old style houses or buildings that are like the really old style houses that are like, they're old on the outside, but like the inside is sort of, but the inside's been retrofitted with like all sorts of new stuff and new appliances and things. That's kind of what this is. In a way, it's sort of the Minecraft equivalent of that. But the inside's got all sorts of modern features and modern things. And you'll see that when we get into it. So let's get into it. As you see, we have a chimney. And we have a nice little bay window. That's what it's called. I remembered it after all this time. And if we come in here, you could see very nice opening. And it's a very open plan. We have a very nice old style chandelier. Very original. Came with the place. And yeah. And if you come over here, we have this nice little kitchenette. And yeah, if you come through here, the door opens to a kitchenette. And you can see we have all the essential things that all the essential workstations we need, just some of the basic ones. It's not all of them, but we're working on that. You can see we have the crafting table, the cauldron, which is my sink. I have the smoker, which is my microwave. We have the loom. And then we have the, whatever this is, the barrel, which is just a little extra storage. Put some stuff. And then we have the oven. And then we have the grindstone. I'm not sure what that would be. Maybe that's the toaster. I don't know. some oddly shaped toaster. I don't know. But then we have our cartography table. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's some old bills and the keys, like it's an end table. But we have this lever, and if we pull this lever, now if we pull this lever, it does nothing. It does flip up the toilet seat, but that's just part of the design. But if we flip this, you can see it opens up to the campfire, and you can cook your food below here. And then when you're done, it hides away. So it just makes a nice little convenient space. Now, if we come over here, we have this couch, and the couch, while this is an open space, this couch really makes this it kind of divides up the space without cutting off all the space. So if you come through here, this little walkway we have, and we can see out and see our nice little area that's under development. And if you come here, you can see I put the bed into the couch, so it's a couch bed, and so I have a nice place to sleep. And then I have my nice little I wouldn't say it's a flat screen TV. It's one of those old box TVs, but it's really nice. And I could watch the Weather Channel or whatever channel I want to watch. And I got some books for me to read too. And I do have some paintings. I have this one of the two guys fighting. This one's probably my favorite. I just really like the look of it. And I have this one of the Minecraft thing, which you can actually see from outside the window. So it just makes it these just help make it a lot more home-like and makes it look a lot more interesting. So yeah, I also have this chandelier. If I didn't mention that before. I do also have this little smoke catch that goes out. And now we go into the other room in the house. And so this is the bathroom. So this is the toilet, as you seen right before, as you just saw. And then we also have the full vanity mirror, where you have all the mirrors you have, and you have you have a little extra storage here, and you have a sink to wash your face, do your makeup. I probably won't do my makeup unless I'm feeling fancy, but I don't know. We shall see. And then we do have this nice little working shower, and the shower does work. So after a long day of mining and crafting, because you go into the mines, or you're crafting all day and you're building up a sweat, or you start digging in the mines and you start building up a stench, and after a long day's work, you want to come in and clean up. So yeah. So that's what that is, and we could shut the water off. So yeah, this is a very nice looking house, and yeah, sort of my impromptu MTV cribs, if you will, with this, and yeah. So anyways, I think with that, and it is turning nighttime, which is very fitting, because while this is the end of this day in the world, this is also the end of the episode for this. This is also the end of the episode. Oh, whoa, that was creepy. Weird angle. Anyways, this is the what am I saying? So anyways, even though this is the end of the house tour, and that is also the end of the episode, and I do hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe, as it does mean a lot to me. It does about the channel. Let me take off my hat. Yeah. So you guys know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. It does mean a lot to me. It does about the channel. And we are trying to get back, and I am trying to get back into growing in this channel. I do apologize. But do look forward to seeing more frequent content on this channel, because I am back in full swing. And anyways, yeah, that's it. That's all I'd say. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm Eject1, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.